Dr. Pepper makes your laptop spontaneously combust into flame.
It's time for SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com with me, Stuttering Craig.
Hey, Mr. Donut Head Man, who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but you better not.
And Daily Destin.
This town needs an enema.
And this week's special guest, Chad.
Wow. You're amazing, dude.
Thanks.
And now, broadcasting from the World Screw Attack headquarters in Dallas, Texas, it's the SideScrollers. Welcome out to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. What's going on? Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig.
I'm Daily Destin.
And I'm Chad.
Joining you this week for the most exciting 30 to 45 minutes of your hour that you're going to be listening to this. It's going to be great.
They can spread it out over the day.
That's right, yeah.
Ration it.
Definitely take breaks. It's important to go get your exercise in between things like this.
Yeah.
We have 15 minutes to cover everything today. Speed it up.
Got it. Sounds
Oh,
good.
God.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doesn't matter.
Very
Let's
good.
go. All right. So things on the site this week. We've got a ton of content, including a VGR and Enslaved, which I don't know anything about, but I was just watching Brian play, and actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, see? That's why I wanted to cover it.
See, nobody knows about this game except for Destin, and apparently he likes it, I think. But it looked graphically pretty cool, and graphics are what's most important, let's be honest. I mean, come on, it's video games.
It is part of the equation.
Excellent. Coming up on Thursday, we'll have a little bit of DJ Hero 2 coverage, which,
Wiki.
if you recall, my heated rivalry with Jamie, one of the guys over at I don't even know what company he's at.
Due to a certain celebrity.
Yes, due to Soldier Boy.
Does Red Octane do it?
I don't even know.
Whatever.
Jamie, the guys who do it. I don't even know. But
Jamie, I don't know what company you work for, but I'm mad at you.
I'm coming for you, you son of a bitch. No, but look for. Here's the thing. I'm not even at this DJ Hero event, and our rivalry continues.
Yes.
So on Thursday, make sure you watch it and make sure you spread the word about this.
Yes.
It'll be pretty good. Also, coming up on Friday, there's a video that we're working on that I think is going to be pretty cool. I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be interested. It's the differences between the old school characters in NBA Jam, the old school legends, and the new school legends, or the legends in the new game, like Patrick Ewing in 1993 versus Patrick Ewing in 2010 in NBA Jam. Kind of see how they've affected his stats and stuff. I think that's pretty cool, personally. So we'll see if people.
Sports!
Woo,
There's a
sports.
ball in that
It's
game.
not just sports.
That's true.
It's a cool video game, and you don't tell me. You look for the green stats, not the red stats.
Shooting
I know.
hoopies.
NBA Jam.
I just really check 3-point score. That's all I need.
Well, we can see how well Patrick Ewing and John Starks
All right.
comparatively with the 3-point score. All right, that's good. Also, we'll be having our first Texting of the Bread leaderboard update.
Dun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so for those of you who are looking for a reason to buy it, we'll be updating with leaderboard stuff. Keeping you guys updated as to who is the best and who is not the best. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll be adding some new updates. We've already sent in a patch, actually, to collect some of the glitches, which we're waiting on Apple to approve. But that patch will also, include the newest Apple feature, Game Center, which
Yes.
which will...
I have no idea what that is. I can't wait to experience
It's essentially it's Apple's version of Xbox Live, where you can have friends online and see how they're doing on the game and keep track of their stats. And you can in multiplayer games, which Texting the Bread does not have multiplayer yet. You can actually have multiplayer. I don't know, just throwing it out there. Yeah,
That's interesting.
could be something later.
Nothing is ever certain.
Yeah.
Dude, you could be like the ginger... Oh, never mind.
Please,
The gingerbread man versus the humans. That could be really
there's
cool.
Yeah.
There's ideas out there already.
Okay,
So.
all right.
And we will have some other stuff on the site, which I don't want to talk about yet, but it's going to be pretty exciting.
Woo.
Yeah. So
Mystery stuff.
Look for that on Tuesday. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Justin and I right now are looking at each other like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah.
And then holding a calendar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So,
Columbus Day. That's not where it's
Monday.
That's the wrong day.
So coming up on the site, Side Scrollers this week, it is the first Side Scrollers of the month. Which means it's time, something we're going to try to do more often is talk some video games. And we're going to talk about the games that are coming out this upcoming month.
But like most traditions, we'll forget about it, and then you guys will wonder where it went.
This
We're
will
gonna
be-
talk about video games.
The only tradition that I think about is Dia de Huevos. We need to make sure we hit that on January 15th every year.
Craig was so happy about Dia de Huevos, so yes, that will always happen.
That's right. We're only 2 months away, 3 months away now.
Oh,
so
God.
It's going to be great. All right. But right now it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for...
Hard news.
All today's news from this past week. It's time for
I will kill you. All right. Now that we have Chad dead, what do we got, Destin?
I actually have 4 stories today.
What?
The first thing I want to talk about is there's apparently a tournament that you can check out at flagtournament.com. And it's for Halo Reach. It starts in 17 days, 19 hours as of the time of this recording. And anyway, you can register for it. And they're playing Halo Reach to help raise money for breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there is an entry fee. It's $10 per player. But yeah.
You know what they should have called it? Reach for breasts.
You should
That's
be in
clever.
their marketing.
That's
I know.
clever. I like it. Well, that's good. Hopefully they make lots of money.
Just
in
that slogan. Yeah, absolutely.
but you,
I'd go to that.
You still win, Chad. You still win. That's great.
And so it's Flag Fight Like a Girl, and the website is flagtournament.com. I just wanted to give them a plug because Reach is a pretty cool game. Yeah, so
That's cool. We like charity stuff.
breasts. Anyway, Best Buy is apparently charging to firmware update PlayStation 3s.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, they are apparently
Good job,
selling
Geek Squad, and your high tech.
firmware updated PlayStation 3s for $30 more than the regular edition. This was first spotted in Staten Island, New York.
Oh, well, everything's more expensive in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is maybe smart on their part, but a little shady.
It's
'Cause
shitty.
it's a free service.
Yeah.
You know, so they're pretty much saying,
If you don't have the internet, pay $30.
yeah, like, I don't know about that.
Crafty Best Buy, we're on to you. Fries is so much cheaper.
You son of a bitch. Okay, that was my Arnold's. You son of a bitch.
How do you guys feel about that? Them charging to do something that is free.
That's stupid.
Well, you know, if you want to get really technical, like a lot, that's what.
Yeah,
his service is.
their labor people will, you know, do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if you want to get technical, there's a lot of stuff that people do for free. I mean, I just think it's one of those things where they realize that mommy will say, you go, oh, there's a new update for your PS3, and you know, we will gladly fix it for only $30. And mommy will go, oh, really, only $30? Oh, good. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Or you could turn on the system and head over to firmware update and hit
Yeah,
X.
that's right.
Which you have to.
Even if you don't have like internet, just go to Starbucks. Like I want to see somebody walk up with like a little TV
PS3.
and a PS3 and just connect and firmware update and then walk
They'd
away.
be there for about an hour. Anyway.
You can say, hey, there you go, guys. You can charge people. Set up
At
your own
Starbucks.
thing.
Yeah.
Undercut them, $20.
Bingo.
Goji ones.
And you get a free cup of coffee. You get,
Yeah, there you go.
You'll splurge for their cup of coffee.
No, just say water, but because their water's good and free.
Moving on. Next story. The PSP2 rumored. It's being rumored that it's coming for holiday 2011. Frankly, I am sick of hearing all these rumors about the PSP2. Either show us the fucking thing or shut up about it.
You guys want to hear something?
What?
Look,
It's coming.
No, we know.
No. I got confirmation.
oh really?
The MK guy was in an interview saying they're developing for the PSP2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, everybody knows it's already coming.
Yeah.
Maybe this thing will have something to protect the screen.
But you have
Like-
confirmation. Who's your confirmation?
I can't say.
Can't
I
name your
don't
source.
Craig's
want,
mysterious sources.
I actually have a couple of different sources. So if one of them's listening is like, you son of a bitch, realize it's the other guy who told me that. Yeah, long story short.
Way to
Greg's
cover
history
your
just
ass.
confirms the existence of PSP2 that everybody knows about already.
That's right.
All right.
Well,
So anyway,
somebody confirmed
the
with me.
anonymous sources that are anonymous, according to the writer, it's currently being scheduled for release in time for next year's holiday season.
Nice.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
all we
whatever.
know.
Okay.
Anyway. So finally,
Wait, is it 3D, but you have to wear goggles to play it? Like, oh god, I hope so.
nobody knows any other details about it being 3D and stuff. So anyway, Daily Star, they're a publication in overseas in Europe, I believe.
Sounds like Europe, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty douchey when it comes to video games. Well, it sounds like they kind of got in a little bit of trouble for lying about the Grand Theft Auto series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they ran a fictional story as fact. They claimed that Rockstar was developing a Grand Theft Auto game on British murderer Raoul Moat, and went so far as to contact the grandmother of one of his victims and told her that they were doing this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had to pay substantial damages to Take-Two for spreading this lie.
Good. As
Yeah.
they should.
Free money, Take-Two, roll in it.
You know, and I hope
ridiculous.
that it's like in the millions of dollars, because the type of you think about it and you go, okay, let's say every paper sold for $1 and they have a substantial circulation. They say you can't put, like, look at this.
It's like the Inquirer in the States, I think.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay. Well, think about this.
Yeah.
EA is canceling NBA Elite, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying,
Well, they're not canceling it.
Well,
It's just so
okay.
fucked up right now. It's
Yeah.
delayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is they're going to lose like $60 million on this.
Yeah.
So what that tells you is that they feel that over the next, by cancel or by delaying it, they're going to save more money than they would if they were to release it. So the financial hit they took. So that's just from bad PR, right?
Yeah.
So you got to think that with something like this, that's saying this game is going to be made and it's blah 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 blah. I mean, there's got to be millions and millions of dollars of damages to that. So
Yeah, they actually, the publication did apologize for this douchebag writing the article, but despite the apology, they were taken to high court and charged on charges of libel and loss.
we're sorry. We're sorry. We totally slandered your video game, your
Yeah.
series.
Oh, our bad. We just made up a bunch of shit and printed it. You know?
That's nice.
And that was my
Good
last
times.
story of the day.
Well, very good. I do like the story on Hard News you used yesterday about the guy who was suing everybody for the use of the word edge.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
pretty funny stuff.
And he didn't just go after EA. He went after, like, I remember reading that article a while back, and like anything with the word edge in it, he had a court case available for.
That's retarded.
So anyway, to wrap up, though, I want to wrap up on a positive note. FlagTournament.com, that's the Halo Reach tournament for breast cancer.
Reach for breasts.
Got it.
Yeah, and yeah.
Sounds good. It's amazing. All right, coming up next, we're going to get into our monthly video game preview of October video games, where we talk about 4 or 5 games.
Game-tober.
Game-tober coming up next. I love it. How are we going to be able to do, like, November game?
Game-vember. I will do this for everyone. April's gonna suck.
Unscripted promos.
So, Corey, I don't know if you've heard, we got a new iPhone game on the way.
We do.
It's called Texting of the Bread. It's going to be available on the iPhone store soon.
Is that kind of like texting of the dead? I mean, typing of the dead? I'm retarded.
You are kind of retarded, but yes, it kind of is that. It's an homage to one of our favorite games on the Dreamcast, except with little gingerbread men.
Ooh, tasty.
And a hot chick, which, oddly enough, you are voicing.
Am I?
You are.
I know. That's why you should buy it right there.
So go pick it up right now on the iPhone App Store. It's cheap.
I don't wanna go to school. Just wanna be a fool. Just wanna play video games. Everything else is really lame. Just wanna play video games. Just wanna play video games. Just wanna play video games. It's all the time.
Okay, so being a video game website, there are some times where we need to talk about video games.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk about video games. And the video
Okay.
games that are coming out in October, which is called...
Gametober.
Yes, Gametober, that's right. Followed by... What is it again?
What are we doing?
November.
Game-vember?
Game-sember.
No.
Game-vember.
We'll get to those when we get to them.
Game-vember, then Game-sember. And
So there are a few games that we're actually looking forward to here.
Gamuary.
What's April again?
Gebuary. Game.
Gabriel.
All right, let's get into Gametober. And there are a few games we're looking forward to this month, so we figured we'd just give a brief rundown. We did this a couple months ago, and we figured that it would be fun to Okay,
Garch.
that's good.
Or MAME.
Next week, we have the release of the so-called Call of Duty killer, Medal of Honor, released by EA.
Nobody is going to buy Call of Duty after this game is released.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So Medal of Honor it made some news recently.
That is a fact. I am sorry.
Medal of Honor has made some news. They had the Taliban in their game. The U.S. Army's like, wait, what? And they're pulling their sponsorship or something.
It wasn't so much the Army. I think it was more the families.
I think the Army actually got involved too. And said,
oh, did they?
Yeah, they said, okay, what now? So it seems like we're watching a little bit of gameplay right now, and the gameplay itself looks
very pretty
right away. Wow, the graphics look amazing. Like they look very good.
Yeah,
I'll give it that.
There's obviously set in what we think is Afghanistan, very desert, rocky type thing. Exactly what you think of modern warfare,
where the opposing force lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say not. Craig, come on.
No longer Taliban.
Yeah.
But
they're not in Afghanistan. They're in opposing force bill.
The game itself,
they're shooting rainbows right now at the opposing force.
Yeah. Here's the thing about...
Whoa, unicorn bomb. Okay.
Here's the thing about Medal of Honor is I'm going to buy Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I don't know... I think a lot of people are... I don't know if the level of hype is behind Medal of Honor as it was behind Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original one.
I think they made a little bit of a mistake with the Call of Duty or the Medal of Honor franchise is they went hyper realistic, and it seems like Call of Duty is kind of realizing people like a little bit of fantasy throwing in, like you got bow and arrow guns that explode and stuff in this next one, the Vietnam one.
Yeah.
Not so much fantasy, but more fun because that shit exists. Yeah, and they're just like. Nobody would use this in a war,
of it
but
it's stretching the realm of reality,
Yeah.
So
the thing about that's really going to put Call of Duty over the top, which I'm not going to say it's going to lose to Medal of Honor because I think Medal of Honor will sell well. I think it'll get a sequel, and I think it'll slowly grow.
Yeah. Well, Medal of Honor is already a very established franchise.
Yeah.
So is Call of Duty.
They're rebooting it with this one
because they see what's sold,
and it's already sold a ton. They already broke pre-sale records of any other Medal of Honor game.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, like I said, it's going to sell, but the thing that's really going to push Call of Duty over the top, zombies. Again.
Oh, yeah.
You want to know why? Because
it's fun.
It's fun, and the people who don't know shit about Call of Duty are still going to play it because it has zombies in it,
Yep.
So you have the campaign, which will have, war-related story for the people who are into that. You're going to have the multiplayer for the people who like multiplayer, which will also have some goofy stuff like the race car and the exploding arrows. And you're also going to have zombies for people who don't give a shit about any of that and just want to kill some people.
That's right.
You played Medal of Honor. You said you played it at
very
PAX?
briefly. Yeah. Like it was Jose's turn, and I shot.
Okay, but the thing is, but you still played it for a few seconds, minutes, whatever it may be.
It was on PC too, so keep in mind.
Okay.
But
okay.
Oh, I forgot about this. At the end of this one trailer, they nuke a house. Sorry to interrupt you, Chad.
It's not so much nuke missile.
Well, they missile a house, and they added a lot of little touches, like the dirt rains down on the player.
Yeah.
And I thought that's like a really cool touch that they did do with the Medal of Honor series.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's just it's always weird when a franchise tries to reboot itself and take the top FPS slot. Like I was diehard Halo 2, and so when it's like Halo 3 was coming out, and then there was COD, I was like, fuck COD, I'm gonna play Halo. And but then they did such a good job with Modern Warfare 2. I eventually started playing it and just loved it. So I know I'm gonna be a little biased when it comes out. Like I'm just waiting for Black Ops. That's all I want to play. But then I'll see how it does, and I'll try and keep an open mind because it's gonna feel a little different, and just see where we go with it. So.
Well, I think the thing is, there are so many World War II games that it got the stretch of making World War II games actually surpassed the length of World War II.
Yeah, there's been so many of them.
So
released
I wonder if, and I know that we're only a few games into this with the Modern Warfare thing, but wonder if people are going
Medal
to
of
get
Honor
tired of it.
is not a World War II game.
It's
modern.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm wondering is if the modern war thing is going to grow stale to people right off the bat. And I don't know if it will because you're dealing with new technology and technology that you're going to see in it and you're like, wow, that really exists, and that's really cool. Like I didn't know they made race cars that exploded, which it seems pretty basic and simple, but
See, I think Medal of Honor is making a mistake in that they
Going
didn't
hyper-realism?
they didn't differentiate themselves enough from the original Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Like it's too realistic. You don't have the race cars or anything.
Sure.
But we will learn more once it's out and everybody's had a chance to play the campaign and everything. We're watching a sniper right now because nobody else is talking.
Yeah,
We're watching a sniper right now, and it's pretty neat.
The guy goes, "Hey, dude, you okay?" Boom.
He goes back to the exact same spot. We're watching the little trailers that have been released for Medal of Honor. Anyways, I'm interested to see how it sells. I'll definitely play it. I don't know if it's going to be a buy right off the bat because I definitely want to see how the multiplayer plays, and that's the big thing for me. I mean, I love the single player, but the multiplayer is what you get your replayability out of. So, all right, next game. Let's go to Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Drastic change.
Yes.
From hyper-realism.
Murder simulator.
Okay, so Kirby is a
Made of yarn now.
Yes, he's a character that has been around since the Game Boy. He was one of the Game Boy stars, and he's been kind of underutilized.
What is this filth?
He was utilized in Smash. He's a playable character there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a big character or not. I liked playing as him. He's pretty cool, I guess.
He's fun.
This is his first standalone game in a while.
He doesn't eat stuff this time around. He's made out of yarn.
Yes.
Which is really weird.
Well, there's got to be some sort of backstory to it, but the game is obviously really cute. And let's be honest, you're not playing these games for story.
I know.
They use the yarn theme here to kind of approach Kirby in a different manner, and unique level design is one of the things that we're seeing in these trailers. Overall, included with gameplay. Like we just saw a sheet fold in the background that affects gameplay somehow.
Yeah. I don't know. I think when they had this in mind, they were just like, Little Big Planet did well.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it kind of reminds me of Little Big Planet.
Right, but there's a lot more going on with, enemies and stuff. So they brought definitely more of a Kirby feel to, but it's the same thing. They went really artsy with it, and it's all about physics and what they can do with yarn. So I don't know.
I think,
it's the theme. The theme is yarn.
Yeah, absolutely. But
what can we do with it?
See, when I played this at E3 this year, I wasn't overly impressed. I mean, the thing that got me is that it's a 2-button game. It's jump and yarn. Those are your two things.
I love games that can do that, have 2 buttons and deliver a good experience still. It's NBA Jam.
Yeah, it's a basic.
Right.
Well, NBA Jam has more than 2, but yeah, it's essentially the same thing. I think it's got 3. But I think that the thing about Epic Yarn, it is a multiplayer game. You can actually play 2 people at the same time, which we're watching a trailer right now for. I love that it's bright. I love that it's colorful. I think it's definitely going to sell to a younger audience. I don't know if the people who played Kirby back on the Game Boy are going to be the ones picking this up again. So.
Yeah, I just don't know why they wouldn't have him suck in enemies and turn into things,
Well,
even if they made him yarn.
That's they're
Kirby.
trying to change the mechanic. They've done the same mechanic.
Not necessarily, because I did talk to him at E3. I asked that question and said he doesn't have the suck in thing, but he said it's never been about sucking in. It's been about the transforming thing,
right?
Which he still does. He still transforms into cars and things like that. So while we all along have been saying he sucks things in, that's one of Kirby's things.
Kirby needs to suck.
Nintendo said to me, no, that's not what he's been about. He's been about transformation. So. It's kind of like one of those things where gamers have had it wrong all along.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you heard it here first.
Target market, you're all wrong.
That's right.
You heard it here first. Kirby's not about sucking.
That's right. All right, final game that we want to touch on.
Obviously, texting of the bread.
Game over.
Well, I suppose we can hit on the Force Unleashed real quick because that's coming out.
Oh, that comes out this month?
Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited about that.
I am lukewarm on it, honestly.
I know when we went to
PAX,
you were pretty excited about it.
Well, we're over playing Tor, checking that out, right? And then we're walking by, and I look at Jose and I both double take. We're like, "What the fuck?" Because we look over and it's Smash Bros with Star Wars characters.
Yeah, that was the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah, the multiplayer, and I didn't get to see any the main gameplay or anything. And I think it's multiplayer only on Wii, or I don't know if they did that with Xbox. But anyway,
I didn't know there was multiplayer.
Yeah, it looks like Smash. You're all on this straight up 2D battlefield and you're fighting each other and there's stuff in the background that interacts with you. They had the big Rancor just waiting, and then it would lean forward and try and bite somebody off. We didn't get a chance to play it, but I don't know. It could be pretty fun.
I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I know Ben will probably be really excited. I know Corey is actually really excited about anything.
I enjoyed the first one. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna fix the problems that were apparent in the first one. And like, they weren't horrible problems. Like, the game was a decent game. It just could have been great, you know. And we'll see when it comes out. I haven't been following it enough to really have a good opinion.
Okay, so let's move on to a game we have been following. That is GoldenEye. It's coming out at the end of the month. And Chad, you're crazy excited about this.
I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. I would be insanely excited if it wasn't on the Wii. If it was coming to Xbox, I'd be going crazy. Like,
yeah.
So, and like, that's just because I'm honest with myself. Like, as much as I want to play the hell out of this game a lot, you know, I know that it's on the Wii, and so I'm not going to play it nearly as much as I would if it was on 360.
Do you think that, I know you can play with the classic controller, but
you like have to. I didn't play it with anything else. Like, even if usually, like, Nintendo almost always wants to show off motion controls at like events or whatever.
Gestures, yeah.
They had it set up with classic controller pros, and there was, you know, regular controllers nowhere to be found.
Well, that's how everybody knows how to play it. You know, they don't want to play with the pointing the Wiimote at the television.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Honestly, though, it's really fun. From what I played.
It's rated 6.4.
Ouch.
Yeah, watching on GT right now.
7.1. I'm
the
surprised
graphics
by
aren't,
that.
Well, the graphics, I mean, it looks like, you know, better than 64.
Yeah.
And so I'm not a big graphics whore, though. Like, I just like fun gameplay. I from my interview with Grant, like,
who's that?
The one I screwed you over with.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I got a really good feel from him that they're staying true to the original, you know, which is a lot of fun modifiers for multiplayer as well as gameplay. I don't know how I feel about them redoing the story. I guess it's cool. It'll give me something new, but
I actually saw campaign footage. It looks good. Like, it's probably the best looking part of the game. All you really see though is the multiplayer portion, which kind of you're like, oh, that looks bad. And like, I was watching this footage not that long ago. I'm like, wow. In comparison to the PS3 and the 360, Wii games look like crap.
Yeah, it really is true.
Now here's the question: like, I don't think I'm gonna pick this game up because I was never a huge original GoldenEye fan. You being a GoldenEye fan, but not a huge Wii fan, are you still gonna pick this up?
I think. Like, see, what's the
I know I'm
price
gonna play it. I'm not gonna buy it.
And honestly, the only reason I can't say like definitively yes is because it is on Wii, and I'm realistic. My 360's, you know, I have most of my stuff plugged in, but even that switching over to the button to play the Wii, I don't know. We'll see.
See, but you just said you're not a graphics whore, and you're like, is it just the control setup, or is it?
It's Xbox Live.
I don't know what it is.
Is what it is. I'm really worried about the online.
They're going to have online,
as well as the controller. I'll say that too.
Well, they said they're going to have online. I mean, they
did say that, and yeah, but everybody's like, we're gonna have online. I mean, Smash, everybody's so excited about because they're like online play, and it was horribly laggy.
You know, games like this, I don't know why I have an aversion to it because like Epic Yarn looks great, like graphically. Other M looked great. What's another? Mad World looked great, but they all use, well, with the exception of Other M, Kirby and like Mario and stuff. They use a unique art style to deliver the experience, and so you don't need the graphics.
Right. So you
don't when you have a game like Bond, that's supposed to be like high-end graphics or how we visualize it in our head, you just see it and you're like, this looks like crap.
Yeah.
You know? Do you guys know what I'm
Yeah, no, I
trying to get
totally
at?
understand.
You know?
No, I do think that the graphics in it, and I know we keep coming back to the graphics, and none of us here are graphics whores, but to a point. You know what I mean? Like, it's still, to me, it looks like a game. It's boxy. It's very rigid. It looks like a game that you would see on the 64.
Now that said, when I put up my interview, people were talking about a bunch of different comments and about like how they weren't gonna like the transition for changing up the control style. Honestly, like GoldenEye was my game on 64. My friends banned me from it because I never lost. I lost once ever out of all of my friends, and so like, dude, I played the ever living hell out of it. Love the game, and I mean that was back when it was a single stick, you know, to control and use the C buttons to aim up and down.
Yeah.
And like honestly, this was such an easy transition for me to just hold. Like I picked up this controller. And like immediately I was like, oh, it kind of plays like COD, and then bam, I was on. Like so, I was doing sprinting. Okay, we have grenades now, and then like I went right into it. So it honestly felt like playing GoldenEye, but with controls I'm now more familiar with. You know,
people say I want the exact same experience. I don't want anything changed.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You know, your memory betrays you. You remember this game being amazing, but that control scheme doesn't work today.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it has to be updated to today's. I don't know, functionality of controls.
Yeah, and
you know?
I'm normally against anyone changing anything because of that nostalgia thing. and we'll see how the main game goes. If they are going to change it, which I mean, obviously they are. They went about the right steps. They brought in the original writer and they had him update it. And I know why they did it. It's because I remember hearing back when like GoldenEye first was being talked about being brought to Xbox Live Market and then got shut down because there was something about like they didn't know who owns what anymore.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, everything got passed around like, oh great, Nintendo had stock in this, Rare had stock in this, you know, everybody had all these different parts. So I'm pretty sure that they were just like, you know what, fuck it. We know who owns the Daniel Craig Bond franchise right now.
Yeah.
You know, so let's just redo it so we can make this happen.
That's
so.
a good point. I didn't think of that.
Well, okay. Well, that's a lot of games.
So,
Game talking.
very in-depth.
Well, that's Game-tober
We're
talk.
bringing the intellectuals.
That's right.
Yes, I agree.
Either way, I think that I am looking forward to the rest of the month, and I'm looking forward to playing a lot of these games.
Lots of good games in October, and November is going to be even better in Game November.
Game-vember!
Yeah.
Coming next month. All right. We're going to skip the news desk this week and move right on to forum questions because we've already taken up 30 minutes of your quality day.
Take that, news desk.
Suck it. Wait, that's my second.
We could give him one.
Exact productivity.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to forum questions coming up next. Video games are great.
Unscripted promos.
Interns, we need them.
We need them to work their ass off.
They're going to work their ass off.
You know, stuff doesn't get done around here by itself.
That's right. I tell them what to do.
Right.
I say, do it. And interns, they do it.
While we sit back with our feet up and play video games.
And do nothing all day.
Yeah!
So interns, if you want to work your ass off and get no credit, email me, Craig@ScrewAttack.com. I mean, by no credit, we won't talk about you, but you might get school credit. So that's good.
Yeah. And you might be in a video.
Yeah, well, one or
As a
two.
footrest.
That's true. And you got to be local in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So if you're in the DFW area, email me, Craig@ScrewAttack.com if you like grunt work.
Grunts.
Okay, it's time for forum questions, but before we do, I've got a quick side-scroller news story at Chad's request. All right.
Gotta make somebody happy.
Let's make our way to Centralia, Washington, where a man was dropped off.
It's time for...
Okay. It's time for... side-scroller news desk.
Hit the music.
No music this week. All right.
All right, done.
Okay. So, after a long night of partying... What's the crazy situation you guys have ever been in? Like, I know we don't talk about drinking a whole lot here, but I know everyone's had a night or two, you know, where they have either done crazy things or anything crazy like this. What's the crazy situation you guys have ever been in or had happen to you?
I was on a party bus once, pretty wasted. We were at a Denny's. I started walking, fell in a ditch, lost my glasses, ended up at a hotel, called my mom. My mom had to get me. I was 2 hours away from home.
Sounds good.
Chad, your turn.
I was at a party. It was my friend. I was 19, and
We do not condone underage drinking.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Well, it's when I got my MIC. Well, yeah, we'll just end there.
Okay, very good. All right, and I fell in love with a ball.
Yeah, you told me
All
that.
right. Well, this guy apparently had a pretty rockin' night because his friends had to drop him off at a house. The problem is it was the wrong house. He got arrested for trespassing in a mobile home. But the thing is,
What?
he was dropped off in a mobile home, and he was arrested the following morning when the lady walked in and saw this man on the floor, and she said, "Who are you?" And he couldn't remember what he was doing there.
What the fuck? Where am I?
Well, the question he should have been asking is, "What am I wearing?" Because he was dressed as the Green Power Ranger. So,
damn it, Zordon! This isn't my house.
all right. So,
Maybe he was the Green Power Ranger.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a lot of work lately, you know? A little
stuff.
down on his luck.
Yeah.
long story short, he was arrested for trespassing. End of story. All right.
The damn putties, they were behind it, I tell you.
Forum questions. What do we got?
They got him drunk. All right. This is from G1 Dance Floor. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of translation because his English is not his first language.
Sounds good.
Let's see.
Just what's this question?
Back then when I just discovered ScrewAttack like 2 years ago, while being on version 3, I saw some awards that you guys gave out. Basically, all right, he wants to know the awards that we gave out for like the best entertainment.
The Saggies?
Oh, the
No,
Saggies?
not the Saggies. The ones we gave out to like Mega 64 and
That
like
was the Saggies.
no, it was
Gaming's Lead.
Gaming's Elite. That's
Yes.
what it exactly. Okay.
Yes.
he was wondering if we have any plans of doing another Gaming's League, because he enjoyed that.
I don't know if we're gonna be doing another Gaming's League. I think Saggies are kind of more our tone than Gaming's League. That doesn't mean that Saggies can be shitty ass Game of the Year awards. Maybe they can be super ass Game of the Year awards. You know?
Dude, I think we should do another Saggy, because that was like
Super shitty.
you guys were just like finishing that up like right. And then I got hired after.
Yeah.
And dude, I remember watching that. I was laughing my ass off when Anubis 2 and whatever the hell. The ginger whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The Gingerbread Man game or whatever. It was the exact same game.
Gingerbread Man. Yeah.
Ninja Man, yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So yeah, we'll definitely do a Saggies for sure. We did a Saggies last year. Did we do? I think.
Yeah, you did one last year.
We did
Time
one
just all blends together for us.
It really does. And but we definitely have plans for Saggies this year, which actually is on our calendar, and we'll be in the. I think we're gonna lock down the nominations the first week of December.
So no more praising good things. We're gonna talk about how stuff sucks.
That's exactly.
All right.
All right. What else?
Quiznos 1025 wants to know.
I'm hungry.
Dude, I'm getting Quiznos now. When can we expect the SGC 2010 DVD? I put that on there so I could answer this. Almost done. It'll be up very, very soon. It was about ready to go up for pre-orders, and then we caught just a couple things in the DVD menu that kind of mess with stuff. So that's being fixed right now, so you can expect very, very, very soon to have it up for pre-order.
While we were watching it.
Yeah. Here's the thing about.
We haven't figured out why yet.
Here's the
Nick
thing
was
about
there.
SGC DVD. It's only
pre-order.
going to be available through pre-order. It will not be on ScrewAttackStore.com. Only after. Only on pre-order. So,
Don't worry, we'll market the hell out of it.
So if you want to get it, you only have one shot to get it.
And yeah, that'll be up on ScrewAttackStore.com. We'll have the pre-order up for like a week or two, and we'll promote the hell out of it, so you'll see it. But that'll be coming up very, very soon.
Just affordable.
Yeah, we just want to make sure you guys get a quality DVD, and there's no problems with it. So
Exactly.
all right, Heartless Seth wants to know, since Halloween is coming up soon, what is your dream Halloween costume?
You know,
Batman.
I was just talking about Batman.
Is
Like
it
a
gonna be
kick-ass Batman or Iron Man would be cool.
anything but
like a really good superhero costume, like
You should-
professionally done, would be fucking
yeah, like the
cool.
Dead Space guy.
You should totally do something.
Punch. More punching sound effects.
Isaac, yeah.
I thought you got on the top 10 list for
Oh
that.
my god.
Oh, that was the top 10 worst Halloween costumes.
There are much worse costumes than that one.
I don't
My
know.
Punisher one last year was good.
Not according to that list.
Oh, that's great. What's yours, Chad?
I've
sent
thought
in that
about,
request.
because April and I joke around all the time, going as David Bowie from Labyrinth.
That'd be pretty funny.
Just like overdo the crotch bulge, like just be ridiculous about
That'd be
it.
great. I would. I'd like to do Big Bird one year.
Dude, because you're so tall.
Yeah, just a
Oh
big
my
ass
god.
Big Bird. That'd be pretty cool.
With a backwards hat.
That'd be pretty rad. Big Bird from the streets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Thug Bird.
That's right. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
awesome.
but like he has to have real feathers. It has to be like legit, like straight out of like Sesame Street. So
There you go.
Yeah.
By the way, we're scaring kids this year.
yes, we are.
If you guys didn't hear about this last year, Craig had just gotten his house, so he was like, just super excited, like, oh yes, I can't wait. We're gonna
Halloween-
scare the hell out of kids.
Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. I mean, besides Christmas. I love being with family. But holiday, I love Halloween because you can just scare the shit out of little kids. And they, I was scared when I was a kid. I loved it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love to do that to little kids.
We went like he had like mad plans like all day talking about like, oh, who's gonna come over. So I show up and like I had really shitty clothes on and just dump blood.
Oh yeah,
like,
you and Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I dumped blood like all over myself and lay in his driveway looking horribly murdered, and then no one comes down
We
the
had like
street.
6 kids the whole night. It sucked.
Yeah, and Craig had this strobe light set up, and like through his house it has like an outside glass door. And then he had the inside door open. So then, like, he had this crazy, like, Grim Reaper costume. And so, like, he's ridiculously tall as it is. And it looked like with the strobe light, he was, like, floating towards the door. And, like, you scared the hell out of one of those kids.
It was cool. I mean, we had a good success rate with our 6 kids, but,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
ultimately we're going for a larger sample size. So we're gonna have to find a better place. But we are absolutely 100% scaring the crap out of little kids this year because that's fun.
There you go.
right.
I might have a house by then, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Or we can
But
do it.
do you have little kids next to your house?
I don't know.
So.
We'll have to see.
All right. What else?
All right. Nate O wants to know. This is actually a 2-part question. First part's for Destin. It's actually not something making fun of you. I spared you. There was a pilot for a show you uploaded a little while back called Comments, featuring a comment from Limbo. Can we expect to see any more of the show?
Maybe.
Well, we've talked about it several times.
My schedule is ridiculous already.
Yeah.
And the only reason, I get inspired every once in a while to come up with new concepts and stuff like that, and that was one of those cases. And I stayed until 11 o'clock to get that done.
And then we make fun of him and wear him down.
Yeah, I had to edit it myself and everything, So eventually, yeah, I'm sure I'll get inspired again and read another comment that really pisses me off.
The thing is, people don't realize how long it takes to produce a piece of content. The Armory, it takes you 3 days to do. And
the Armory can be ridiculous sometimes, especially if it's a classic weapon that's been featured in multiple games. I have to play through all those games.
Yeah, you gotta find the games.
Or it's something in, Fallout. I gotta level up to level 20. Get that shit.
Yeah, usually it's something badass. That means it's at the end of the game. So.
I don't want to add the fucking baseball bat you get at the beginning of Fallout. I want to add something cool.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's usually found later in the game.
So people don't realize how long it takes to produce the content. So, on top of hard news and such, you got a really busy schedule. So so people, any new show concepts that come out need to come from somewhere, and sometimes we just don't have the time or effort or people to do it. So, yeah.
Exactly. So, maybe. And then the second part of his question was, what show do you have the most fun making?
Armory.
He just bitches about it forever. Oh, the Armory.
My personal favorite, I love vaults. I love top tens. Obviously, those are close to my heart. Clip of the weeks are always fun.
I love Clip of the Week. Clip of the Week is my favorite thing to be a part of.
Yeah, Clip of the Weeks are real fun. Just from the idea of us just kind of coming up with an idea and going with it, And I think it'd be fun to kind of do that more often. We're like, oh, we have a great idea. That'd be good for Clip of the Week. And I'd really like to kind of get away from saying, oh, that'd be great for Clip of the Week, and just kind of doing it. You know what I mean? Because we've been so scheduled lately.
Yeah. I can tell you my least favorite thing to work on.
What's that?
VGRs. I don't know why, but I don't mind writing them. I don't mind capturing the footage, but I don't enjoy editing them as much as I do other shows.
Yeah. They're not an easy edit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Out of the box is fun for me as well.
I think it's because with VGRs, you got to chop up so many little points, and it's got to go with your points, the footage, so you got to search footage. It just takes longer to edit. I don't know.
Also, we have a new show coming up that I'm a part of that I have a lot of fun making. So
yes,
you guys will see that.
We have 3 new shows. Well, I guess 2 new shows. 2 new shows on the way, and the return of Out of the Box with the new format, which you saw the first part of that format if you watched NBA Jam, the NBA Jam Dead Rising 2 one on Monday. So, be looking out for news on that in the coming weeks. All right, what else?
All right, and the last question is from Chuck Z85. When it comes to playing arcade games, which joystick do you prefer? Which joystick is your preference? The standard full handle joystick or the gumball style joystick? Dustin's hitting things.
Yeah.
Why are you hitting things?
Anyway,
sorry.
I totally missed the question.
Dustin's just hitting stuff. Okay, when it comes to arcade gaming, what type of joystick do we prefer?
Well, do they mean new school or old school?
It means anything, any kind of arcade joystick. Basically,
arcade joysticks?
Yeah.
I prefer American style. You prefer Japanese style.
Absolutely.
There's a big difference between the two.
Exactly. Basically, when it comes to Japanese parts, it's all really little movements and very, very sensitive buttons. And I grew up obviously playing American arcades, and so did Craig. Craig probably put, I guess, more time because he's older on those arcades.
Old man.
Yeah.
But
29.
Well, you know what I mean.
Old.
And I don't know, I broke the habit. of getting used to that, and it's a pain in the ass because you have to relearn how to play on them. But then once you do, I mean, it's just such a better experience, in my opinion. But Craig is heels dug in, screw it, man, American style.
When I was in Japan,
Craig's 29.
I couldn't. when I was in Japan, I couldn't play sitting down. Everyone plays sitting down over there. I like to stand up and play because that's how I played my entire life. You know? So you sit down.
Was that rude? There?
What,
are you supposed to sit?
Well, no.
Intimidating
all the games are literally sat down. There are chairs in front of them, so it's not like they're, so it's a different angle. My hands are in a different place, so it feels different than standing up. So.
That was another thing I really had to get used to, was switching from an actual arcade to having an arcade stick on my lap, sitting down playing. And there's just a big learning curve that you go with.
I don't care about the top as long as it's got a square gate in there, because I played on Chad's square gate. You can just hit your points better on the joystick.
Are you talking about square or octo? Because I have both.
The one where you just you put it to down, quarter down, and
square
just
gate.
locks right in there.
Square gate.
No. Octo. The Octo one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
I like the which means there's 8 points.
Yes.
As opposed to 4.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, they're
It's
talking about
easier
the
to
actual
lock-
stick where you can actually where
I don't care about the stick, honestly.
the inside looks like a square, meaning that you can put if it's a square gate, it looks like you can go to the upper left, upper right, bottom left, or bottom right.
Better for
corners where you
charged
have it.
characters, but
Yeah, and technically it's actually, if we really want to get technical, I know a lot of people probably don't know a lot about
I
arcade
do.
sticks, but if you really want to get technical, square gate's the best because it's the exact equal distance to every single directional input, and you don't have to touch the edges. You can ride it if you
Yeah,
play
whatever.
pretty
All right,
good.
what
Anyway.
else? Is that it, or we got any more? Yeah. Oh, you don't have anything?
No,
okay.
that's about it.
He's looking at
Unfortunately,
me. All right.
yeah, I'm like, sorry, Destin was
I have
distracting
one.
me. Oh wait, that's what it was. I have at least one birthday. G1, the right one.
Okay, congratulations.
It was his
you won that
birthday.
one. You are 20-something, 19-something,
Who knows?
10-something. Your birthday. Yes, Destin.
I have one.
Okay.
What happened with Larry?
Okay. There's a lot of people asking what happened with Guru Larry, and here's the thing with Larry. Larry's no longer part of ScrewAttack. He hasn't been for the last few years. I guess what's the best way to put this, Destin? I mean, you know the solution a lot better than I do.
The solution?
Well, what's been going on?
I got this.
Okay.
Okay, Chad, you go.
All right. So yeah, he just I guess hasn't done content in a long time, and obviously, in the very beginning, when he was sending content over, he's like, "Can I be ScrewAttack Europe?" And Craig is like, "Sure," whatever. And then just over time, there's been emails that's just kind of like, "Hey, you gonna send us anything? You do content?" "Oh yeah, no, I'll get content." And then just over time, it's just kind of been like, "Okay, well, it's just I don't know, it doesn't seem like you want to be on ScrewAttack, so whatever, that's fine." And
he's doing content for other websites right now.
Yeah.
But hadn't done anything for ScrewAttack.
And it's not like we're pissed or anything, but it's
No.
just like, it's still ScrewAttack Europe channel at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue is
on YouTube.
The issue is an offer came his way from another company, and they're like, "Did Craig say you can use the ScrewAttack name?" And he said, "Yes." That's the way I've heard it.
That's the way it's explained to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the way we're hearing it, and it's like, no, that is not cool with that. We don't mind if your content is monetized, like it's his content.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who cares? Great, but please just don't use the ScrewAttack name. Don't speak on our behalf when we didn't say those things.
Exactly.
Right. So
we asked him to stop using the ScrewAttack name.
to switch over to his Guru Larry account on YouTube, since his content's gonna be going up elsewhere, and it's not gonna be produced for ScrewAttack, so the ScrewAttack name shouldn't be on it. So
Exactly.
Associated with it.
Exactly.
Right.
And we realize his content isn't produced for ScrewAttack. We realize there's no description with ScrewAttack in it. We know the tags aren't ScrewAttack. We know there's nothing in the title, but the channel still says ScrewAttack, which implies that, especially with his history being on ScrewAttack, it still implies that he's a part of ScrewAttack, which is not the case. So we're giving him plenty of time. We're giving him a week, and I think that's more. We did the same thing with our Rever account, where we pull over 600 videos in just a couple days. He has, we're giving him a week to remove his content, transfer it over over to his account, and by all means, go subscribe to his account, go watch his stuff.
absolutely.
We just want to make sure that that if there's something going on,
that people just don't get confused. Yeah.
So if you've been following the ScrewAttack Europe channel on YouTube, make sure there's a video there right now, and you can click a link and you can see his new channel, and make sure you subscribe to it if you enjoy his content.
Good times.
Yes,
that's all.
Exactly. And by all means, there was no bullying going on. I just like to throw that out there. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so that is SideScrollers for this week. Got some a big week this week. I think we did a lot of video game talking.
Yes.
We did. This is a very serious side scroller, so I'm gonna end on
Okay, yes.
Reach for Breasts.
The green.
Oh, yeah.
The green Power Ranger was very serious. for sure.
Okay, touche. We had something funny, but
All right.
remember, guys, reach for breasts and help it out.
That's right. Go for it. All right, that's SideScrollers for this week. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
I'm Daily Destin.
And I'm Chad. Breasts.
Touch those nipples.